Hi, are you interested in seeing the leadership in your organization or in your life in general improve? Well, I want to talk to you today about how that starts with you. This is Paul Calloway with Unity Home Group and eXp Realty. I just have a few thoughts on this. This is a topic that comes up a lot. I hear people complain about leadership, in really a lot of different areas of their life. But they'll say things like, man, I really wish that our leaders would do this for us, or I really wish that leadership would communicate better with us, or, I really wish that our leadership was more like this or more like these people or whatever. And one thing that I think about often is, well, what are we doing to model that? Honestly, it's just like the old adage that you treat people the way you want to be treated, right? So are you the leader that you want to see in your organization? If you want your leadership to be present, are you present? If you want your leadership to be positive and upbeat and full of energy, are you modeling that? Are you doing that? Because the truth of the matter is, we're all leaders in some facet or another. Anyone that has influence over people in their lives, they're leaders. So it doesn't matter if you're a team member, or you're a stay-at-home mom, or you're working, running your own business, you're the CEO. You're a leader in some facet. You have people that you have influence over. So don't take that lightly, Make sure that you're being the leader that the people that are following you want to see. And again, that has a tendency to go up the chain as well. And you'll start to see a change in people as you model that, right? And the next thing I would say is, leadership, you want to make sure that you're drawing people into your vision, into the mission, because the best leaders don't drive people. In fact, when you're driving people, most likely you're going to be driving them away right out the doors and out of your organization. So keep that in mind. We have to make sure that people see the big picture. If we're the big visionary, if we're the dreamer, we've got to make sure other people see that dream and catch the vision, catch the dream, and they want to jump in and find their place. If people feel valued, if they feel that they have a true purpose and they have something to give and they're appreciated within an organization, they're going to sacrifice, they're going to give, and they're going to be happy about doing that. Now, on the other hand, if they feel driven, if you're giving them your to-do list, if you're telling them, hey, we're going to be number one and this is what I need you to do, guess what? It's not their vision, it's not their dream necessarily. So most likely they're not going to be sacrificing to make it happen. They're probably going to be looking for a way out. So just keep that in mind. It's really important, I think, that we always treat the people that we're leading the way we want to be treated. Make sure that think about it. Do you want somebody just telling you what to do, giving you the to-do list and feeling unappreciated at that point? But no, you don't. You really want to have that excitement, that energy of being drawn into a bigger picture, a bigger mission than what you could do on your own. So lastly, I'd like to just point out that, if you're making those changes and you're being the person that you want to see in leadership in your organization and nothing's changing, you need to make sure that the core values of your organization or of the leadership match up with yours. If your leaders don't have the same core values as you, there's a really good chance that there's always going to be some disconnect there, and there may always be some issues that you don't feel like are resolved. And I think it's really important to identify that. It may be time to have a change, and it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's just that for whatever reason, your values don't line up with the values of leadership in your organization. So I hope these things have been helpful for you and give you something to think about today. I look forward to talking with you all in the next video. Have a good weekend.